So last school year, you probably told yourself that you're going to complete all of these goals that you set for yourself, but now you're looking back and you realize that you haven't really done anything and you basically stayed the same and complacent. That's probably you, and that was mostly me. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna explain to you how you can make this school year, and I'm gonna explain to you how to make this school year the best and how to get ahead of everyone else in your school. Now, you don't want to make this year a repeat of last year where you didn't do anything at all. So, what you have to do is fully commit yourself, and you have to take action on everything I tell you in this video. And you have to get your mindset clear. To start, go on your phone if you aren't already and delete the app that's called TikTok. Now you might be saying, "Oh no, my feet pics, my anime feet pics. What am I gonna do without them?" Well, you're gonna have to live without them. So go ahead and delete TikTok right now. That's the first step to committing yourself to the school year to make this the best year of your life. Now, the second thing that you want to do right now is to disable most of your notifications, like all your social media apps, like Snapchat, messages, because you're going to be distracted the entire time if you just have ding, ding, ding in your pocket, and you're just going to have this mental fuzz if you have all these notifications distracting you, and you won't be able to complete all these steps in the video if you have your notifications turned on, and you're not going to have the best year if you still have your notifications on. Now, don't make the mistake that I did, and I turned off my clock or alarm notification and I woke up late, so don't do that. But disable most of your notifications. Now that you've done that, you've successfully committed yourself to this video. Now, if you haven't done that, you're a pussy. Go click off, because this isn't the video for you. You're clearly not made for this. So click off and go watch another video, because this isn't for you. Now, for the ones that stayed and the ones who have done this, the first thing I want to talk to you about is your mental health and your mindset. So the main thing to actually focus and to make the school year the best year of your life is to get your mindset clear, because you will not be able to complete your goals or anything you set for yourself if you just have mental fuzz. And mental fuzz is caused by distractions. Anything that distracts you makes it worse. So like social medias, notifications, anything, YouTube even, all of that makes it so much harder for you to complete. So you have to focus and stop looking at the comments right now, disable them, get the YouTube extension to disable comments. I've done that, and full screen this video and watch it with your full attention. Look in my eyes. So you want to get your mindset clear. And how you remove distractions and how you actually become present is meditation. Now, when you think of meditation, you probably think that it's super gay, or like it's really stupid and only gay people do it. Well, I thought like that too. I thought that it was for stupid people and it's not cool to meditate. Well, actually it's the complete opposite. Everyone that has influence probably meditates, because you have to be mindful, you have to be present in order to reach some sort of level of success. Because if you meditate for 5 or even 10 minutes every single day for 30 days straight, you'll see the difference. You'll definitely be way more present, you'll be there, and you'll actually realize what's going on. You'll be able to complete your tasks, you'll be able to work faster, more efficiently, because you're not drifting off and not thinking about different things. And if you're in a relationship right now, meditation will do so much for you, because you'll be more present with your partner, which allows for a way better relationship, way more healthy relationship. So meditation just has infinite benefits. It might even be the best habit of self-improvement. Meditation just has so many benefits. So why wouldn't you want all these benefits just for 10 minutes or 5 minutes every single day? It's so easy. Just think about your breath. Don't control your breath, just think about it. So what I want you to do right now is go download the app Medito. Now, Medito is like the best app. You probably heard about it from Hamza too, but it's free and it doesn't cost you anything. And Steven's voice is just so nice. Now that you know that you have to meditate, you want to start journaling. Now, I also thought that journaling was really gay and stupid, but it's just not true. because most people probably have their thoughts jumbled up in like a little pile of wires, untangled wires. That's it. That's people's thoughts throughout the day. It's just random thoughts going in and out, in and out, in and out, and that ends up in just a pile of randomness. And that's why people get anxiety, because they just have all these thoughts, mostly negative thoughts, just piled up in their brain, and they're not doing anything about it. Now, the type of journaling you want to do is not the diary type, not the diary of a wimpy kid type. I made this mistake too. Well, it's not really a mistake because you can journal however you want, but the way I found that helped me the most is to journal about my thoughts and not to journal about my day. So, like, for example, you don't write, today I did this, I felt great, and it was nice. Then it started raining, and I became a little sad, so I couldn't go outside. Don't journal like that. You want a deep journal. You want to dig into your brain and realize how you're thinking. You want to learn more about yourself and your thoughts and your emotions. That's the whole point of journaling, because when you journal, you actually realize the type of person you are. You untangle those tangled thoughts in your brain, which makes it seem so much more clear. You'll actually be more present. This is like meditation's brother. You have to do these two things in order to be more present, be more mindful. And this is like one of the main things of self-improvement. There isn't anything without a good mindset, and you have to get that clear. Journal about how you feel, how your day went, but what you thought throughout the day. Were there any anxious thoughts? Were there any good thoughts? And what you're worried about? Write about that, and it'll help you solve problems way more efficiently. And once you actually start becoming present and doing all these good habits, you'll be able to talk to more people, and you'll be able to do more things. You'll be able to work more efficiently. It's just a huge pile of benefits for a tiny exchange of time. So start doing these two habits immediately. Now, the third habit for mental health would be affirmations and self-respect. Self-respect is one of the most important things, because without self-respect, you're just going to be sad and anxious the entire time, because you choose how you want to feel most of the time. Sure, you get emotions, but you choose to let them come through or just control them and logically solve problems. Now, if you think of yourself as bad, you're not going to do anything, because you chose to think of yourself as bad. You choose to do that. You're choosing to think, oh, I'm fat and I can't change anything. The better way to think is that, oh, I'm fat right now. I'm a little fat right now, but I can become fitter, and I will become fitter. And today I start to change. That's what you want to think. You want to have these affirmations and think that you're going to be better in 30 days, in the year, in 5 years. You want to think how you're going to be, and you want to have all these good thoughts about yourself. That's how you grow self-respect. And once you grow your self-respect, people are actually going to respect you more, because they see that you have self-respect. You don't want to boost your ego. You don't want to think of yourself highly than you actually are, but you don't want to think of yourself lower than you actually are. You're going to have way less anxious thoughts, and you're just going to be present more often too. Have self-respect. It's a really important part of mental health. Now that you've got a good mindset for this year, you want to move on to goals and finding your purpose. Now, I haven't really wrapped my head around purpose yet, because really no one has, and it's really hard to actually completely understand purpose. But you have to set goals. You have to try to find your purpose. And what purpose is that one thing that you obsess over right now. For example, around a year ago for me, it was my physique, and it was how I looked. It was the gym. That was my purpose. And now that I've reached a pretty athletic physique, I'd say, I have shifted the focus towards YouTube and work, because I'm obsessing over that right now. Now, I didn't stop lifting, but I'm obsessing over a different thing now. And that's good, because purpose doesn't last forever. There are layers to purpose, and you have to break through each one of them slowly. But to make it easier to find your purpose, just journal. As I said before, journaling, or just thinking and being present. Just go to your wall and stare at your wall and look at your wall, and that's how you find your purpose. It's the easiest way, and it'll come to you. You can look at your wall for hours, days, but as long as you look at your wall and just think to yourself and think what you want to do, what you want to obsess about. At some point, that purpose will come to you, and you want to do everything in order to accomplish it and fulfill that goal. Now, goals are a little bit different because everyone has goals, but not everyone can actually work and complete them. Not everyone has the discipline to be able to actually accomplish them. So what I want you to do right now is write some goals on your journal if you haven't already, and write like 3 to 5 goals, maybe even more, and rip out that page and put it on your wall. I have it next to my computer, and put it on your wall. Put multiple pages on your wall, actually, just like of your goals, of what you want to accomplish, and of your mindset, because it might sound a little cliche, but that helps a lot, because you might think that, why am I doing this? I'm not some main character. Well, you are the main character of your life, you know? You have to be doing these cliche things in order to make it better, make yourself a better person. So tape your goals on your wall, and it's going to remind you of your goals and to accomplish them, and you'll get so much closer to them. The second thing for goals is you want to have a clear path. Without a clear path, you're not going to get anywhere. Because if you just set a goal and you don't have a plan to achieve that goal, you're not going to accomplish it. That's why most people fail, because they just have these cloudy goals that don't actually have a plan to them, and they don't have a way of achieving it. They just want to achieve this, but they don't know how. They don't want to think about how. They just have a goal, and that's it. That's the wrong thing. You want to have a certain plan to achieve your goals, because that's how you actually achieve them. You want to think about the risks. You want to think about what you're willing to sacrifice in order to achieve those goals. And you have to think about all those things, because if you don't, you're not going to actually achieve them. So have a set of goals and choose one of those goals. Now, that goal is going to be your purpose, and that's the goal you want to focus on for the rest of the year, or forever long until you achieve it. There should be one main goal that you focus on. You have to be disciplined enough to actually accomplish your purpose and accomplish your goals, because discipline and delayed gratification brings so much more enjoyment than instant gratification. Now, this moves me on to my next topic, which is instant gratification and distractions. Most specifically, prawn, or PORN. You know what I'm talking about. But what I want to say is that most kids in your school still probably watch it, and they still beat their meat, you know? They still do it. Most kids your age probably still do it. And if you don't, good stuff. And that means you're out of so many people at your age at school. But I want to tell you that if you still do it, please try to get yourself off of it. Because I struggled, I'm gonna be honest here, I struggled with it from 8 years old, from when I was 8 years old. And only last year I fully got rid of it. I was 8 when I struggled with it. It was absolutely horrible, and it made my life so much worse. I viewed women as objects. I became a simp. I had so many mental issues. I wasn't happy at all. It just made my life so much worse, and it removed the pureness and the kid from me. It was absolutely horrible. I hated it. And I really hope you realize how bad it actually is for you, if you haven't already. Now, I went cold turkey, but it's probably going to be really hard for you, so what I recommend you to do is just slowly get yourself off of it. So just have a plan, you know, and have some goals, you know, like, you probably do it every day right now, so you want like, first week, do it like, I don't know, 3 times or like 4 times, and then next week you want to do it 2 times, or like next week you want to do it like still 4 times but just to a photo, and then next week you do it 2 times but still with a photo, and the week after that you do it 2 times with nothing. That's the best way to quit. And wanking it like a couple times a month isn't really bad. Like, there are a couple benefits to not doing it at all, but there aren't really downsides. Just like doing it a couple times a month to no material, to no images, won't harm you. But most people overdo it, and they make it worse for themselves, and they probably already made it worse for themselves. They do it too much, which ruins your brain, so you should stop. That's a huge thing that's stopping people from actually becoming present, mindful, and completing their goals for the year. Now, another thing is social media. Social media is a big factor in just not presence, and social media is a huge distraction for anyone, because social media is meant for you to stay on there as much as possible. Social media is meant to distract you. Social media feels good in the moment, but then you regret wasting your time, because when you're on social media, it doesn't give you anything. You're probably coping that, oh, you're using it as work, but you're not. It's just a distraction. You're probably watching some like CSGO porn on there or something, but stop it. Stop watching those videos. Stop going on social media and just wasting time. Stop scrolling on Instagram. Stop snapping your friends, your quote unquote friends, to keep a streak if you don't even talk to them. There's no point. Just stop. Delete those apps, delete social media, because you'll see how much better it feels. I deleted Instagram a couple months back and I feel so much better. I've wasted so much less time, and I used to cope that, oh, I'm not spending that much time on it, even though I was spending 30 minutes a day on it. You probably spend more. So delete those apps. You're not going to miss out on anything, I promise you. You'll make more valuable friends without social media. So quit social media, quit prawn, remove those distractions, and you'll be able to focus on everything. Social media creates a fake illusion of friends, but the friends you make on social media aren't actually your friends. And this lets me move on to my next point, which is social skills. A big way of leveling up your year, or to just get ahead of everyone else, is to level up your social skills. Get better at speaking to people. Read the book that's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, because it's a really good book and has really good skills to improve your social skills. It really helped me, honestly. It was a great book. But you want to go out there. You want to actually go out in the real world. I know it's really scary. I know you're gonna have to go out in the real world and actually do things and actually talk to people. I know it's so scary. You've been sitting in your little gamer cave the entire year, but you have to go out and talk to people. That's the truth. To get better at talking to people, you have to talk to people. That's the truth. You won't get better at anything if you don't actually practice it. So what you want to do is just at school, stop listening to music in the hallways between passing periods. Just like stop looking at your phone and actually just talk to someone. Just walk with someone. It's really not that hard. Start as a simple conversation. Like, say something random. That's the easiest thing to do. People think that you have to follow a script to talk to people, but you really don't. All you have to do is just say something random. Like, I don't know, do you like bananas? Or something like that, It doesn't really matter. Stop talking about the weather. It's boring. People want to know the random questions that you ask them. Just say something simple, What class are they going next? I don't know. Are there any sports? It's pretty simple. Just something random. It doesn't have to be anything, specific. Don't follow a script. Just come up, talk to someone. And as you get better at talking to people at your school, you can come up to, other people, in the mall. That's a great place to level up your social skills. Go to the mall with, your buddies, with your friends. Go to the mall and just, talk to people. Talk to girls. It's so fun. Talk to some people at school. Make them your friends. Have a group of guys next to you and go to the mall with them and start talking to girls. It's so fun. You'll have a great time, because you can't really do that alone. You can't really talk to girls if you're alone. It's not really that fun. It's not the same energy. You have to have that group of guys to be able to be at the mall and talk to some girls. It's a great feeling. Trust me, it's amazing. It feels so good when you have a group of guys and you're walking, you're having fun, you're talking, you're laughing. It's great. And that's why you have to level up your social skills. Talk to more people so you can have that group of guys, that tribe. You can experience it by yourself. You hear all these people talking about, to have a tribe next to you, to have these group of guys. Well, how you do that is just to come up to people, talk to them, and they'll become your friends. But you have to be careful who you let in your life. And if you realize that you're putting way more effort than them into the friendship, drop them. You have to realize the people who are actually true friends and the people who aren't. Because many people try to cling on to like the cool kids in the school, even though when they leave school they're gonna lose all their ego. Their ego is just too big. The cool kids at school, their ego is too big, and when they leave school they're just gonna become normal like everyone else. So stop clinging on to cool people. Stop trying to be their friend. Find people like you, like actual people like you, so that you can grow with them. It's great. Find a group of guys, improve your social skills, talk to people. That's how you do it. Now, meditation, like the more present you are, the better you'll be able to talk to people, the more confident you will be. Because if you don't have any anxious thoughts in your brain, you're gonna be able to talk to people so much easier. So that's why everything is linked up here. You have to do all of these habits. If you don't do all of them, you're not gonna be able to accomplish everything you want. Everything is connected. Guys always say that they want to be the lone wolf, even though studies have shown that having a group of people next to you who you can talk to is the biggest thing to any human being. You have to have social connections in order to be happy, because that's the big thing that makes you happy, you know? So start talking to people. To end off the video, I want to say some important things, because in your self-improvement journey, you're probably going to hear some people telling you that you're too young, or you have time. Don't listen to them. I've experienced this. Many people have told me to like stop and to go play video games, but don't listen to them. Think about this. They're just trying to stop you. They're just jealous of your progress that you're making. They want to stop you so that you don't beat them. They're probably 26 and you're, I don't know, you're 15 and you're better than them already. They're jealous of you. So don't stop. Think, if you're already at that level right now, if you already have a great physique, if you're already successful at such a young age, you're gonna be so much better at 20. Just think about it. Think about how good you'll be if you start these habits now. If you start improving yourself, if you start getting better. So improve yourself and don't stop. Don't give up. Build discipline. Discipline is the most important thing. Remove distractions, remove instant gratification, and keep the delayed gratification. Replace instant gratification with delayed gratifications. Build a friend group of guys who you can trust. Have people around you. Be the leader. Become present. Meditate. Journal. If you combine all these things I said in the video, you can combine all these tips, you'll become successful. And you will make this year the best year of your life. Go in the comments. I want to hear some of your philosophies and your experiences and your thoughts on this video. I hope it helps you, bro. Subscribe if you want, and go get off YouTube.